Good morning, everybody. Go in and have a seat. Your name is on your desk. Thank you, everybody, for coming in so quietly. I'm Miss Coe, and I'm your 5th grade teacher this year. Can everybody stand up and introduce themselves? Holly. Okay, thank you. It's really nice to have you, and I'm really excited about this year. Okay, the first activity we're going to start with is a get to know you activity. Sometimes going into a new class with different people, we don't know who they are, so it's really fun to get up and just learn about who they are. So I'm going to give everybody a square, and on this you'll see numbers 1 through 8. You'll see the words get to know you, and then you'll see questions all around it. What we're going to do is make this into a fortune teller, and you're going to go around the room, and you're going to introduce yourself and answer questions about everybody. So I'm going to guide you through how to do it. I can remember. Okay. Put the words, should be face down on your desk. You're going to fold it in half from each corner to corner. Make sure you get that crease really in there so it will fold like it's supposed to. Okay, open it back up and then meet the other 2 corners. Make sure that crease is really down. So run your finger across your thumb across it. Okay, then open it back up, face it back down, and take every corner of the paper and meet it towards the middle. So like this. So it should look like this. The smiley faces and the words should be on one side, and then the questions should be on the other side. Okay, now face it down like this, so the flat part is like this, okay? And meet those corners to the center. So there should be a point, meet those corners to the center. It kind of gets hard because the paper's thick, but you just have to really press it down with your fingers. Once you have that, you should see all of the numbers there together and fold the numbers in together. So make sure the numbers are touching. So, fold it like this. So you should have all the little smiley faces on the outside like this. Okay, and then fold it one more time to make it a little bitty square. Okay, so make sure it's all folded. Okay, now open it back up so it looks like this. Now you're going to stick these 2 fingers in one side, and then these 2 fingers in the other side. And now you can do it like this. Okay? Okay, so what you're going to do with this, you're going to get up, you're going to find a partner, and since there's an odd number of us, I'll be somebody's partner each time. Make sure you get around to everybody. What you'll do is go up to somebody, you'll be like, pick a word. So Peyton would say, I pick the word get. So I'll go G-E-T 3 times, because there's 3 letters in get. Then I'll be like, pick a number, 2, 7, 4, or 6. And she'll say 4. And I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll tell her to pick a number again, 2, 7, 4, 6. And she'll say 7. I'll open up my thing, and there'll be a question there. And the question is, what are you most excited for this year? And she'll answer the question, okay? And that's how you'll do it, okay? All right, so get up, find a partner, go ahead and get started, okay? Y-O-U, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, What was your favorite thing you did this summer?
We went to the lake.
Get 5 and 4.
Do you have any pets at home?
Yes, Lulu. Okay. Get to know you. Which word?
Get.
G-E-T. 2, 7, 4, 6.
2.
1, 2. 2, 7, 4, 6.
4.
Do you have any pets at home?
Yes, 1 dog,
Okay.
Lulu, and a cat, and another dog.
Okay.
Penny.
Okay, you go ahead.
Get to know you.
You.
Y-O-U. 7, 2, 4, 6.
6. 1.
What do you hope to do in 5th grade?
Well, since I'm the teacher, it's my first school year. I hope they can have a good year. All right, did everybody enjoy that activity? Okay, what is one thing that you learned about the other person? Molly, do you want to start for us?
Peyton went to the lake.
Okay, you went to the lake this summer. Okay, what about you?
Miss Coe wants to have a great school year.
That is true. I do want to have a good school year. What about you, Peyton? What did you learn about Molly?
Molly's birthday is March 16th.
Molly's birthday is March 16th, so you all learned something about everybody that you didn't know before. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is our expectations for 5th grade. We have to follow and meet these expectations so that everything will run smoothly. And I know you've done this before in other grades, but can everybody Molly, can you give me an expectation? What's something that you would need to do in the classroom, in the school? What's something you need to do?
Listen and talk quietly.
Okay, so let's start with listen. We're going to write our expectations as I can statements. So let's write, I can carefully listen to my teacher and classmates. Because that's something important to do. So when the teacher's talking, should you be talking? No. If your classmate is talking about a project or answering a question, should you be talking while they're talking? No. No, it's disrespectful. Okay. What's another one? Follow directions. Okay, let's see. How can we put that into an I can statement? So, should you follow directions the 4th time they're given to you?
No.
When should you follow them? The first time. So let's write, I can follow directions the first time they are given to me. Okay? Alright, what's another one? Can anybody think of another one?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. So if Miss Coe is talking, should Molly just start talking while I'm talking? Or if I call out a question, should Molly just blurt out the answer?
No.
So let's see. How can we put this into an I can statement? I can raise my hand before I speak. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can at least come up with 2 more. We've already got 3 good ones. I can carefully listen to my teacher and my classmates. I can follow directions the first time they are given to me. And I can raise my hand before I speak. Okay, what is another one?
Talk quietly.
So talk quietly. talking. When can we not talk quietly at school? Is there a time we can't not talk quietly?
Recess?
Recess, when you're outside. So you can use your outside voices. So let's see. Let's put, I can talk quietly while in the building. So we'll know exactly what that I can statement means. Okay? All right, let's think of one more. Okay, what do you think?
Be respectful.
Be respectful. Is that only to me? But it is important that you do me. Okay? Other classmates, who else in school? Other teachers, staff, the janitors, the ladies in the cafeteria. Okay. So let's put, what's something else we should be respectful to though? That's not a person. And just
The school.
The school property. So, like these chairs you're sitting in, did you buy them? No. So we should be respectful because they belong to the school. So I can be respectful to my teachers, peers, and school property. Okay? Alright, so let's go over these I can statements one more time. So Molly, do you want to read the first one?
I can carefully listen to my teachers and classmates.
Okay. What's the next? You might want to read the next one?
I can follow directions the first time they are given to me.
Third one?
I can raise my hand before I speak.
I'll read the last two. I can talk quietly while in the building, and I can be respectful to my teachers, peers, and school property. Okay, great job. Okay, now that we've talked about the expectations, there's another thing that is important throughout every day that we come to school. That is a routine. So there's lots of routines that we do every day. We don't even realize they're routines. So like every morning you wake up, do you have a routine to get ready? Yeah, okay, probably do. And so at school, what do you think the first routine is when you get here? What do you think that is? Just a basic what?
Unpack your stuff.
Okay,
Get
unpack
ready
your
for the day.
stuff, get ready for the day. Okay, so that's our morning routine. Every morning, you'll come in the door, you'll unpack your things, you'll go over here and put them into your cubby, okay? Once your things are unpacked, if you need to use the restroom, go use the restroom. If you need to sharpen pencils, because later in the day, you won't have the opportunity to sharpen any more pencils. So make sure you do it in the morning, okay? All right. And then once all of that, everything is done, you need to come back to your seat and start your morning work. Every morning, not today since it's the first day of school, there will be morning work posted on the board and you'll do it in your morning journal, okay? So Molly, do you want to quickly demonstrate what a morning routine would look like? So maybe try to start at the door. Okay, she's going to start at the door. She's coming into the classroom quietly. She's using an inside voice, okay? She's going to unpack her stuff. She's going to take out everything from her book bag, her homework, her planner. She's going to lay it out so I can come by and check it off, okay? Then she's going to go put her book bag or any other thing she doesn't need into the cubbies over here. And then she'll come back. If she needs to go to the bathroom, she'll go to the bathroom. If she needs to sharpen pencils, she'll sharpen pencils. And then she'll come back. She'll get out her morning journal and she'll start her morning work, okay? So, perfect. Thank you for demonstrating that for us, Molly. The next thing is a hallway routine. So every time before we go out in the hallway, whether we're going to recess, we're going to lunch, wherever we're going, it's important that we're quiet and we're in a straight line. So what I like to use is a line order. So everybody will be in their line order before we leave. We'll go out the door and there will be no talking in the hallway, okay? That one's pretty plain and simple. Something else we do is centers. So we'll go around the room and work in centers. So like we have our reading center, we want to have math centers. It's important that we stay in that center and we use the supplies in that center so we're not all over the room and things don't get chaotic, okay? And then the end of the day routine. It's pretty similar to the morning routine, but you'll kind of do the opposite. When I say, okay, it's time to pack up, you'll go get your stuff out from your cubby, you'll put it up. This will be also a time if you need to use the restroom, you go back to the bathroom. If you want to prepare your pencils and things like that for the next day, you can during this time, but just make sure you do everything quietly, okay? Okay, now that we've talked about our daily routines that we'll do every day at school, we need to keep in mind some emergency routines that may have to take place if something were to happen. So, or procedures, procedures. What is something that may happen that we would need something in place for?
Fire
A
drill.
fire. Okay, so if there's a fire in the school, there'll be a loud beeping all across the school. It will be our job to line up quickly, drop everything, and go outside, okay? So exactly what you're gonna do, whatever you're doing, leave it, drop it, get up, and get right in your line order. You should be 110% quiet because this is such a serious situation. Once you get your line order at the door, we will go out this door, to the right, down the sidewalk, and we'll turn around and you'll stand facing towards the school. It's important that you're quiet and you are orderly, so I can count you and make sure that everybody is here, okay? Another emergency routine might be a tornado drill, okay? So if there's a tornado in the school, I know our area isn't very active for tornadoes, but it has to be in place. We'll do the same thing. You'll drop everything you're doing, you'll get up, you'll get in your line order, stand at the door, and we're gonna go out in the hallway, and you're gonna get in lockdown position. Not lockdown, tornado drill position, okay? Molly, do you wanna demonstrate what we do when there's a tornado, like the position we need to be in when there's a tornado drill? You can just come right here. Okay, so she's gonna be against the wall. So this will be the wall in the hallway. She's gonna get on her knees, cover her head, her feet are tucked under her, and so it's just her back that's exposed, okay? So thank you, Molly. So everybody will do that. You'll be extremely quiet while that's going on so we can have you accounted for. And that'll be what we do. Alright, the last one we're going to talk about is a lockdown drill. This is probably the most important, they're all important to remember, but please keep this one in mind, okay? It's a little bit more extensive. So if we get an announcement over the speaker, she'll say we are now in lockdown mode. Same thing, drop everything you're doing, 110% quiet during this. You cannot be loud. I'll make sure everybody's in the classroom. I'm gonna go lock the doors. I'll pull the window blinds down. I'll make sure all the lights are turned off. And everybody will go to this corner up here because there's the least amount of windows and access to the door. Everybody will get in the corner and they'll be extremely quiet, okay? Until they come over to the announcement and say, we are now out of lockdown mode. So, does anybody have any questions about the fire drill, the lockdown, or the tornado? Because those are very important to remember, and if you do have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. No question? All right, sounds good. Another get to know you activity we're going to complete is this survey. This mainly helps me to get to know you, so I can kind of understand everything that you're feeling, you're thinking, things that you like, and I'll kind of keep this throughout the school year. After we get done with this, we will discuss some of our answers with the class that you do want to share. So just take this and put your name on it at the top. There's 13 questions on here. So some of the questions include what's your favorite subject, what's your least favorite, what are some of your hobbies, do you have siblings, what's your favorite part of the school day, what are you expecting this year to be like, some things you want to happen in the classroom. It'll help me as a teacher for the instruction and for other things like that. So go ahead and get started, okay? So Molly, I see that you like math. It's your favorite subject. What's one thing that you like about math?
I just like it better than every other subject because I think it's finer than everything else.
What do you like? Is there something like multiplication or solving word problems or
Yes.
solving word problems?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Your favorite subject's English?
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about English? Is there anything in particular?
Well, I like reading, just making sentences, complete sentences, and that kind of thing.
Cool. Okay. Did everybody get finished with this?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to each share 3 things about yourself and tell the rest of the class, so we'll get to know even more about you. Okay? I'll start. So I will do. Let's see. I haven't got my page out. So my favorite subject is math. My hobbies include sewing, and I have 1 sibling, sister. Okay. All right. So who wants to start? Molly, do you want to start? Okay, can you please stand up, come to the front of the class, and share 3 things about you. Okay, speak loud for us so everybody can hear.
My hobbies are cheer and I like to play volleyball. And do I have any siblings? Yes, I have 1 sister. And then what type of music I listen to is pop music.
Okay, so we learned that Molly has 1 sister, she cheers and likes to play volleyball, and she likes to listen to pop music. Okay? Who wants to go next? You go next? Okay, come up here.
Okay, so my 3 things are, my least favorite subject would be math.
Interesting.
Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have 1 sister. And what are you expecting this school year to be like? I'm expecting it just to be an overall great year, maybe make new friends.
That's a good answer. Okay, thank you. So we learned that Sharon, her least favorite subject is math. We're going to try to change that this year, okay? She has 1 sister, and she wants to have a great school year and make some new friends, okay? So Peyton, will you come up and share your 3 for us?
My favorite subject